If you're like most successful machine shop operators, the capital equipment purchases you've made over the years fall into 3 different categories. 1. Decent purchase. Does the job. Generally happy. 2. Probably not such a good idea. Not what you had hoped for. And 3. Should have done this years ago. Makes a ton of money, worry-free, makes you a superstar with your best customers. Vapor Honing Technologies has developed a new system that's exactly that type of purchase. But it's only a grand slam home run for a certain type of machine shop owner. Before you see who uses this new system to dramatically improve their businesses, allow me to explain who this is not for. Mr. Complacent, also known as Mr. Comfortable. Mr. Closed-minded, has been in the business so long he is convinced no one has a better idea than he does. Mr. Late to the Party is the last person to adopt anything new. Meet Dave. Dave is the 3rd-generation owner of a very successful machine shop. Dave is fanatical about speed, quality, and profits. He is forward-thinking about building a strategic advantage to dominate and win new business. Dave is also always focused on his customers and employees. Like many of you, Dave was fanatical about serving his customers so they would remain his customers for life. Many had been his dads, and even a few remember how his granddad had served their fathers years ago. Competitors came and went. Many new guys started, and every upstart tried to undercut Dave's prices. Dave had to worry about price pressure and cost pressure squeezing his profits. More labor, more hours, higher payroll to meet schedule, and sometimes even outsourcing some of his production processes. So, to compete profitably, Dave was on a constant mission, always looking for ways to work faster, smarter, cheaper, to respond to price pressure, delivery time pressure, and quality demands. Then, one day it happened. He got the call every owner dreads. Dave, can you... It was one of his oldest and best customers. I have some new work for you. The materials are more difficult to work. We need them faster, and I need you to lower your prices to match the new guy. If you can't, I'm going to have to give him some of our work. Now, Dave is smart enough to realize this was a trap. If he didn't do anything differently, at best, he'd take a huge margin hit. At worst, he'd lose a top-tier customer. So what did Dave do? Dave knew that he had to build a wall around his business to keep the upstarts from getting in. So, instead of a wall, Dave built a castle to protect his customers and profits. The part Dave got from his customer was tough, lots of little holes and spaces. Plus, the surface finishing was tricky because traditional dry blast could be destructive to the surface and diminish tolerances. So to build his strategic castle, Dave installed a new process called smart honing. Smart honing is a non-destructive wet abrasive system that can combine deburring, cleaning, and surface finishing into one single step. Dave's competitor uses a combination of dry blasting, tumbling, and hand deburring, forcing the competitor to work in 3 steps which consume 27 minutes of a skilled operator's time. Dave's lowest skilled tech can do all 3 steps with smart honing in under 4.5 minutes. Best of all, the noise levels compared to his dry blasting machines went down from 100 decibels to 65 decibels. All Dave could think about now was clean, quiet profits. Dave's research also proved that most shop owners like yourself pay more than 60 to 100 labor hours each month in abrasive blasting operations alone. Dave knew he had to utilize lower-skilled labor and decrease the operating times if this was the case. With Dave's newest smart honing investment, his scrap rate went to 0, and his dock-to-dock time decreased even on this tough piece. Why? Smart honing uses abrasive media mixed with chemically free water, providing a gentle, faster, and cleaner end result. A low-skilled operator can be up and running in less than 5 minutes, and the equipment was engineered idiot-proof by design. See the light? Push the button. Get a peanut. Reliable deburring and surface finishing without damaging the substrate, and no more cross-contamination during your coating prep processes. And now Dave can qualify for work in an industry that specifies wet honing, such as medical and aerospace. Dave soon realized that 90% of his dry abrasives and supply savings alone paid for the cost of the smart honing system within the first 6 months. The additional revenue falls straight to Dave's bottom line as incremental profit. Fast, simple, clean. No errors, no loss. Happy customers, happy Dave. And here's the bonus group Dave realized he could help with smart honing. His employees. You know you. Pay a lot to buy abrasives. Sending some kid to college on commissions from your consumables budget. Pay to spray it. Goes everywhere. Pay to filter it so EPA doesn't hassle you. Pay to clean up after. Pay to train your guys to use it. Pay for long-term health effects such as silicosis and hearing loss. Some shops have to hire attorneys when they get sued for detrimental health effects. Dave's EPA inspector loves this system. Closed-loop system captures and reuses abrasives, no contamination, no leakage. So if you're a guy like Dave, fanatical about speed, quality, and profit, forward-thinking about building a strategic advantage to dominate and win new business, and focused on your customers and employees, answer one single question. Do you want our help solving these challenges? If so, let us know today by clicking the link below or give us a call at the number listed below.